Hey everyone, welcome back to some Blood Crest Manor content. Today we're going to be focusing on the barn and the many needs that it has. We're not going to be able to address everything that it needs within the first year before we open up into the second year, but we are going to go ahead and get a lot of stuff done up for it. One of the first things that needs to happen is this needs to be graded and it needs to get some gravel in here. And we're going to need that for the first year. Now before we do that though, we need to go ahead and put in some concrete pillars in the ground, so that way we can have our supports later. Now for this year we're not going to be having anyone upstairs, but we will need this in the ground before we do the grading and concrete. Before we do the grading and the gravel, so that way we're not having to dig through gravel to get it in. So alright everyone, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started digging these in, and I'll talk back to you here in just a moment. Ooh. But basically what we're trying to do here, we have all this water accumulation in here, and it all needs to backflow back here to the sump pump. So we're trying to get a trench dug so that way when we put gravel in here, it'll be like a Roman irrigation system where it all just kind of flows down into here. Then it can be pumped out back there to wherever it needs to go.
The drain hose will eventually go out the back side over on the other side where the tractor is now.
Yep, and get out of the way completely.
And then you'll have 6 to 8 inches of gravel in here so that people ain't walking in pig shit.
Well, clay and mud. I can't prove what else is in here.
Yeah, well, it's a barn. So there's definitely something else other than clay and mud. There's a feces. Ooh, that definitely sounded like feces to me.
It has a flap to it.
It did have a flippity flap. Splat.
Yep, so we're going to get some 2x4s ran across here, at least 2x4s, maybe something a little bit heavier than that. And we're going to have 4x4s coming down, and they're going to be connected to concrete pylons. Pillars, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that way we'll be able to support this up here much better than it already is. Now we're going to also come up here and put in like a new plywood flooring over what's already there. So that's going to keep all that good. Hit something already. Whatever it is, pretty tough too. This could be a wire.
Yeah. Hit it, pull it up, hit it, pull it up. Also too though, we got to figure out about the piece of equipment we need to get all that dirt out of the middle so we can build that floor in there.
Well, it's literally like a little mini excavator.
That you'd stand behind?
Mm-hmm. It's like a stand-up one, and it has like these little tracks and shit. The issue will be getting it in there.
I don't think that's going to be the problem.
Well, I don't think you can build a wooden ramp for it. It's too heavy.
Well, we could probably just bring it up right here on this corner.
There's no way that's riding up that road.
No, right here on this low end.
Right here?
Yeah, no, right here. Right inside this door. Just have it come right in this corner and you crawl up that little lip.
You got that little spike to worry about too. Alright everyone, so that's going to be it for day one of probably many days working here in the barn. We got our holes dug up really good. The ground wasn't too frozen or anything like that, so it didn't pose that much of an issue. It is very cold today, but thankfully it wasn't that cold. So next thing we're going to be doing is we're probably going to be getting the tractor over here on a sunny day and see if we can't get this level down some more. And then once we do that, we're probably going to be looking into getting some gravel over here. And that is going to be an exciting day. Some of these changes we do, they're like really big and noticeable. And some of them feel like they're a lot of work, but yet not that much change. This one will be a really big change. It will be very different when the gravel's in here. It'll be much easier to get in here and do things. And it'll be able to have foot traffic in here. And that's going to be the big one. That's the ticket. I want to be able to have foot traffic at the very least through this breezeway. So that way you can come through here, you'll see the history of Halloween on this side. And on this side, you'll have a little sneak peek as to what we're going to be doing later on in the hunt when we expand. Probably year 2, 3, maybe 3. I'm thinking something like that. But anyway, everyone, so that's going to be it for this one. Let us know how you think we did. And we'll be talking back to you here in just a moment. Ooh.